We've all been there, right? Pushing way past midnight for a deadline, or cramming for a final, or, let's be honest, just one more episode of that show you're binging. But what happens if you just keep going? What if you decide to skip sleep for one day, and then a second, and then a third? You might think you can handle it, but you're about to see how your body and your mind begin a descent into some seriously scary territory.
Curious about health, hell A, wanna learn without the stress, hell A, welcome to Cartoon Clinic.
You know that feeling, that gritty, heavy sensation behind your eyes. Your brain feels like it's wrapped in cotton, but you just grab another coffee and tell yourself, nope, I'm fine, I can do this. You decide to power through.
Look, this isn't just about feeling a little tired. We are talking about a complete biological breakdown. And what you're about to find out might make you rethink ever bragging about an all-nighter again.
So, you've made it through one night without sleep. You feel okay, kinda. Maybe a little buzzy from the caffeine. This is what we call the I'm still okay phase. And it's a total deception. You feel like you're in control, even as the damage is already starting. Okay, get this. After just 17 to 19 hours of being awake, your cognitive performance is on par with someone who has a blood alcohol level of 0.05%. Yeah, that's right. You are functionally drunk. And this isn't some wild guess. It's a comparison backed by major institutions like the CDC. You wouldn't get behind the wheel after a few drinks, right? But millions of us drive this tired every single day. The immediate consequences? Ooh, they hit you fast. Your reaction time slows way down. You'll forget what you literally just read a second ago. You start making bad calls. And that famous irritability? Yep. You find yourself snapping at people over absolutely nothing. So here's what's going on inside your skull. Sleep is basically the deep cleaning crew for your brain. When you skip it, all this metabolic waste, think of it as literal brain trash, starts to pile up. That's why your thinking feels so foggy and slow. The maintenance team simply never clocked in for their shift.
All right, as you push past that 24-hour mark and head into day 2, things really escalate. Your body isn't just tired anymore. It's starting to actively malfunction. Your core systems are being thrown into total chaos. Your body is now officially in a state of high stress. Your cortisol levels, they're spiking. Your immune system is weakening, making you more vulnerable to getting sick. And, according to research from places like Harvard Medical School, your body's ability to process insulin gets all messed up. This is exactly why you suddenly start craving greasy, sugary junk food. Your body is just desperate for any quick hit of energy it can find. And now for something truly terrifying. Your brain starts to fight back. It's so desperate for rest that it will start taking it without your permission. These are called microsleeps. For just a few seconds at a time, you are completely unconscious, and you won't even know it happened. Let's put that into perspective. Imagine you're driving on the highway. A microsleep isn't just zoning out. For 5 to 10 seconds, your brain has shut down. You are effectively blind. At that speed, your car can travel the entire length of a football field, completely out of your control. That's what your brain sees, absolutely nothing. And the really scary part, when you snap out of it, you often don't even realize you were gone. And this is the ultimate trap of sleep deprivation. As your performance crashes, so does your ability to notice it. Research from the University of Pennsylvania has shown that people who are severely sleep deprived consistently underestimate just how impaired they are. You feel like you're pushing through, but you have no idea how bad things have truly gotten. Okay, now we enter the final, most frightening stage. After 2 full days without a wink of sleep, your brain is in full-blown crisis mode. The line that separates your internal world from what's real, it starts to blur. And then, it breaks. This is way beyond just being tired. We're talking about severe psychological symptoms. You might start seeing shadows move at the edge of your vision. You could start hearing whispers that aren't there. A deep, unsettling paranoia might set in, making you feel like you're being watched. Your thoughts become a jumbled mess. So what on earth is happening? It's pretty wild. Your brain is so deprived of REM sleep, that's the stage where you dream, that it starts to force dreamlike states into your waking consciousness. You're not asleep, but you're not really awake either. You're basically trapped in a waking nightmare. Emotionally, you're completely off the rails. With no sleep, your amygdala, the brain's emotional gas pedal, goes into overdrive. Meanwhile, the logical part of your brain that acts as the brakes is basically offline.
Small problems feel like the end of the world. You're not thinking anymore. You're just reacting to everything with raw, unfiltered emotion.
And this crisis isn't just in your head. The physical strain on your body is massive. And one of the organs taking the biggest beating is your heart. We've got the data to prove it. The American Heart Association has shown that this level of sleep deprivation forces your blood pressure and heart rate to climb and stay high. It also floods your system with inflammatory markers. Now look, one 72-hour period probably won't cause permanent damage if you're healthy, but doing this repeatedly, you're dramatically increasing your long-term risk of serious heart disease. Eventually, your body is going to give out. It will force you to sleep, but the recovery process, it is not as simple as just catching up on the hours you lost. Your brain enters what's called rebound sleep. You can think of it as an emergency protocol. It desperately prioritizes the most critical stages: deep sleep for physical repair and REM sleep for mental restoration. It's basically slamming the emergency reset button. But here is the most crucial takeaway from all of this. You can't ever fully repay that sleep debt. Every all-nighter leaves a small crack in the foundation. Chronic sleep deprivation is a one-way road to some really serious health problems, as the damage just quietly adds up over time. We live in this bizarre culture that often treats sleep like it's a weakness, or some kind of luxury we can't afford. People actually brag about how little they get by on. But this whole 72-hour journey shows us one undeniable truth. Sleep is not passive. It's not just turning off for a few hours. It is an active, absolutely essential maintenance process for the most complex machine in the known universe. It washes out toxins from your brain, it resets your hormones, it repairs your cells, it cements your memories, and it recalibrates your entire immune system. When you skip sleep, you're skipping all of that. So, the next time you're tempted to push through the night, just remember what's really at stake. You're not trading sleep for more productivity. You're trading your health, your sanity, and your very grip on reality. Because in the end, it doesn't matter how tough you think you are. Your biology always wins. Sleep isn't weakness, it's survival.
Unlocking health like never before. Click subscribe, come take a peek. It's smart, it's fun, it's Cartoon Clinic.